Welcome to Brown Girls Can, the podcast where black and brown brilliance meets real talk. This podcast is your safe space to be seen, heard, and of course, celebrated. I'm your host, Shateria, the founder and visionary behind the Brown Girls Can brand and movement. Every podcast episode, we're gonna laugh loud and dive deep into the stories, careers, and bold dreams of women who are redefining what's possible. Let's get into today's episode. Welcome back to another episode of Brown Girls Can, the podcast. Y'all know me by now. I'm Shateria. I am the visionary and founder of Brown Girls Can, the movement, the docuseries, the podcast, the founder of the merch, all the things. And before I introduce who I have today, y'all know last episode we did a giveaway of Evan Illustrates. We have 2 left. So in the comments, same as last week, y'all want to go comment so I can pull one of the names for one of these beautiful drawings. Her bubble girls are amazing. So you definitely want to put your name in the drawing for these beautiful art pieces that you want in your house, in your office, in your studio, in your wherever, because she's an amazing artist and we want to support Evan here at Brown Girls Can. So that's that. And now that I got the house rules and stuff out the way, who do we have here today?
Shawanna Kendrick with the H2O Life, hiking, healing, and outdoors.
Okay, y'all heard it. The H2O Life, Miss Shawanna Kendrick is in the building. Yay! Clap it up, clap. Oh, I'm so excited. This is whenever I be like, do ChatGPT, she be like, I don't want to, but she do it. And it eats us both alive. So we'll get into that. Before we get into the episode, y'all know we sip on this podcast. And so I always ask the guests what their drink of preference or, what they would like. And Shawanna, first you said
Uncle Nearest.
She said Uncle Nearest, but I'm not that grown. Because I'm like, do you drink it straight? Like, how do you just drink it with ice?
You can have it neat. You can have it on ice. You can mix
neat?
it. Neat is no ice.
So just
sip. You sip it. You don't.
Oh, see, I be thirsty.
Okay.
See,
no.
I be thirsty, so that ain't gonna work for me.
No, you sip.
I be
sip.
So clearly that's not. Okay, so she then said a nice Merlot.
Yes.
So we have some Merlot, and so we always cheers to a good episode. So
Okay.
we gonna cheers to a good episode.
Okay.
It's good and chill.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so excited because Shawanna, she is out here doing big things.
Yeah, I'm out here doing big things, doing it scared,
Hey,
terrified every day.
that's what you got to do.
Before I hit enter on the laptop, I'm like, wait a minute. Okay. Afraid it's going to explode or something, but it's not.
It ain't.
And it's always okay afterwards. It's always okay.
Every time you be still blinking, still here. So this episode is titled Brown Girls Can Climb the Highest Mountain. So we're going to talk a little bit about Shawanna's journey, where she tell the people what you did.
Okay. Ooh, now listen, people. Don't do exactly what I did. Okay?
What was that?
I summited Mount Kilimanjaro.
Woo.
And for those who don't know, Mount Kilimanjaro is the tallest freestanding mountain in the world.
Wow.
Child. Woo.
What is the elevation?
Elevation is 19,342 feet above sea level.
Woo. And where are we? To give them a reference point.
Nowhere near that. Because I'm thinking if you go up Lookout Mountain, that's only a 1,000 feet elevation gain. That's I think it puts you at 1,300 feet above sea level.
And it was 19,000?
19,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
keep us going on a journey.
So,
Did you always have like the desire
mm-mm.
to be outside and hiking and all the things?
Not at all. So, like, okay, well, let me say this. When I was a little girl, yes, I loved going outside to play. I loved climbing the trees that were in our neighborhood. I loved riding my bike around. I loved just outdoor play. I can't explain why I loved it. I did love it. And I think that shifted a bit when I began to develop. And I guess I convinced myself that that part of my life is over. I gotta be a girl. Right? Like I gotta, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I hate that I formulated that opinion, that thought.
Yeah.
Because I ran with it. And so I didn't rediscover nature, until 2019. And I'm not telling my age, so we don't have to count the number of years from when, development up until I went back outside.
Oh my goodness.
It was one of those things where we had just traveled internationally, and it was my first international trip. And shout out to Rise. That was the first time that I had been to China.
Wow.
And it was amazing. I mean, we performed and it was great. We repped our city, we repped our country. We were the only American act in that whole weekend of international music.
Wow.
And so I remember recording because we were trying to document like every moment and everything that we felt, right? And so we were on our way home, and I remember so vividly, we were on the van and I recorded myself saying, man, I feel different, and I'm excited about going back home because something is different. And I don't even know what the something is. I'm not even sure, but I'm just excited, and I want to explore, and I want to do, and all these things. And so I got back home, and I have nothing against brunching. I love brunching. Brunch is an amazing.
That's my favorite.
Is it okay?
That's my favorite thing.
You cannot go wrong unless you just don't know how to cook. Brunch is great. So, but that's all we did. Like we meet up on Saturday or a Sunday and we brunch and eat. So for whatever reason, hiking came to mind. And I was like, I've always thought about it. Like, I wonder what it's like. I wonder what it feels like. I'm just curious. And so I wouldn't say I tricked my girlfriends, but I'm saying
they probably said you did.
They did. I mean, well, I just texted them individually and asked them if they were doing anything on a Saturday. And they were like, no, I'm free. I said, great. I'll get back to you later in the week with the details. Because you put everybody in a group text, people going to start talking outside the group text, and nobody's going to want. So you cannot do that. I know my friends well enough.
That's funny.
Well, during that week, I am online looking at all the trails. Like, where can we go? What do we do? And I literally did not know where to start. There were so many options. And there were things like switchback and all this terminology. I didn't even know what a trailhead was. I was like, I'm not sure we need to do this. Maybe we do need to go to brunch because I'm not sure. And so I started asking people around the office. I'm like, hey, have you been hiking before? Have you been hiking? Like, where do we go? What should we do? And I had narrowed it down to 3 locations. And Signal Point, which is on Signal Mountain, is one of those locations. And there's this beautiful overlook. Like, you don't have to go on the trail to experience the beauty of nature. Like, you can go to an overlook and see it. But I'm like, nah, we got to get on the trail. So apparently, when I told people I'd never hiked before, they either didn't understand that I've literally never been on a trail before, or...
Well, they probably didn't, since you said come.
I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. So, of course, again, I know my friends. So I find someone that I consider to be a hiking guide because they said they've been hiking before. So if you've been hiking before, in my mind, you a better guide than I am.
Oh.
So she came, and I texted everybody on Friday, and I was like, this is where we're going. We're going to meet there at 9 a.m. We have a guide, so don't worry about me getting you lost or you falling off the mountain because of me. Like, we have someone. When I tell you, we had the best time.
Good.
It was, I've lived in Chattanooga all my life, and I had never been there. I had never seen this overlook. I had never seen the Tennessee River Gorge from that vantage point. And when I tell you, it was so beautiful to witness each of us disconnect
Yeah.
and fellowship with one another
Yes.
without distraction, whether it be technology, professional, familial, whatever. We disconnected and we enjoyed each other's company. We laughed, we talked, we joked, we did all the things, we explored. It was almost as if I was that kid again who didn't have that notion in my head that I can't do this because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
Right. And that's really what started it, because I'm like, we need this more than we think we do.
Oh, yeah, more than we know.
Right. And I go back to some of the things that I've seen, like my family do, and you know, your grandparents or whomever it may be. There's a reason why people go sit on the porch.
Listen, my back deck, I just got back deck furniture, and baby, when the sun go down, I be out there. I'm saying, okay, I can get used to this.
Thank you. So as much as I want people to go hiking and explore and see, especially these waterfalls, my God, it is unimaginable. A picture cannot capture some of the things that I've seen out on these trail systems.
Have you went to the mountains in Las Vegas and like Arizona?
I have not yet.
Those mountains in Vegas, like, so when you think of Vegas, you just think of the Strip, you think of casinos and stuff, but the rural part, like the residential part of Vegas, amazing. And I remember the first time I went and was in the middle of the mountains. We like drove, and you know, we were able to park and like walk, and there's something about being so small and feeling like I'm a part of like this, but also like it's so big. Like, in all the things that I am and everything that I'm going through, it's just a tiny part of like a greater plan. It is amazing. And the colors, it's beautiful.
And pictures won't do it justice.
Yes.
Okay? I keep telling people, like, I know you see our posts. I know you see that it looks like we're having a great... You got to see it for yourself.
Yeah.
You got to experience it for yourself.
Yeah.
I went to Yosemite National Park. And did I go to Yosemite? No. Where'd I go?
I don't know.
Child, somewhere. I was out there somewhere. Because I was there for work, but I was like, I'm too close. So the Sequoia Redwoods, the Sequoia National Forest out in California. That exact description of how small we are versus how huge. I'm like, I couldn't, similar to Kilimanjaro, I couldn't bend my head back far enough to see the top. I was just like, oh, how?
Yeah, it's amazing.
And let me just be very transparent and say, you talk about hearing from God out in nature. We have had church.
Oh, I believe it.
And I'm like, I don't know how this happened. It wasn't on the agenda, but God, I thank you. How about that? I mean, you just spending intentional time outdoors, disconnected from all the things that distract us.
Yes.
Offers a level of mental clarity that is unmatched.
And I tell people, you get answers when you go outside. Like, there's something about getting outside of the four walls that you just always come home to, always watch TV in, always scrolling on your phone in. when you go outside, that's why I've really bought the furniture for my back deck, because I'm like, there's a back deck out here. Sometimes I just need to, like, even if I don't stay out there for a long time, just go out there and breathe and like listen to the birds, close my eyes, meditate, pray. I put a speaker out there, so sometimes I like play music. But being outdoors, you really do get answers. So I would encourage you, if you have the capability, what the church say, if you have something in your limbs, what's the saying?
As long as I got, wait a minute, because I was about to say as long as I got King Jesus, but that's
That
a
ain't
song. That ain't it.
It's something, as long as I got something in my limbs. It's not functionality. Anyway, as long as you can move your body, go outside, because there is just I don't know, I feel like there's a different set of eyes and ears that open when you go outside that, you would not ever know that you had until you go outside. My friend said he hugs a tree every day.
I'm not mad at him.
He goes outside, he goes for walks and stuff, but he's like, I had, questions, and he was like, I hug a tree, I walk, I do all the things, and he gets answers. So.
And it's so crazy, because I think, so many times people have said that's what white people do. That's white people stuff.
Yes.
Right. And I'm like, nah.
Tree hugger.
I'm happy to be one. That's my middle name. Call me what you want. I know that if I don't start my day, even if I'm in a rush, if I don't have time to take that walk, if I don't have time to go and hike, I have to intentionally spend 5 minutes or more, at least 5, outside, disconnected. I have to take those deep breaths. I have to ground myself. I have to be still.
What is grounding?
So grounding is a technique, and you can do this a number of ways. You can either take your shoes off and socks off completely, or you can have a thin sock on if you choose to do that. But it's where you literally plant your feet onto the ground. And I prefer grass. I mean, that's kind of where the energy comes from. Some people do it on concrete. I'm good. I'm going to use the grass, right? That's just a preference. It's hot outside. I don't want my feet to burn, right? And I really don't want my nail tech to see my feet like that, because that's going to cause a problem. But you stand there, and you let the energy of the earth enter your body. And I know that sounds crazy. I know it does. I can't explain the science behind it, but something happens.
Yeah.
Right? And here's what I like to say. Science is one thing. That's one explanation for a lot of things that we experience. And I'm not anti-science. I am completely pro-God. And you're not going to tell me that what God created before we ever got here, he didn't create with us in mind. We have everything that we need.
Everything.
Nobody's going to tell me any different. We have everything that we need. Now, whether we know how to utilize it or maximize the benefits of all that we have, we have everything that we need.
Yeah.
Child, y'all not going to keep me from going outside. I'm going outside. You don't have to come with me, but I'm going.
And we all should go, because when you talk about grounding, and it's literally a recharging of you. And I remember the moment where I realized that, and I'm like, huh. And also, whoever created shoes, they just wanted some money, because we were meant to always be grounded and making contact with earth. So it's like we're always, and that's the trick, because the creation of the shoes, but now the shoes is what takes our money, especially Black people. You know, we want the latest J's. We want designer this. We want Louboutins. We want, you know what I'm saying? And not to say white people don't either, but more so in our community, we care. And so if we could think differently about certain things, like when was the last time you were barefoot? Because my grandma would be like, girl, where your shoes? You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's been programmed in us. And I don't know, when you talk about looking back, even during slavery, like when we didn't have shoes, when we were dirt road and country and all of that, when did it switch? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I just always think that that's interesting, that we were always meant to have our feet grounded and on the ground and touching earth, recharging in different ways.
And you know what's funny? Like, I was that kid, I would run outside with no shoes on. Yeah. And my mother would be like, if you don't come in here and put some shoes on. And I'm like, but I like it. I like to feel the grass on my feet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and even to this day, when I come in the house, I take my shoes off. Mm-hmm. I don't like having shoes on.
I don't like clothes, honestly.
Can we talk about it?
I really don't. I'm like, ooh.
Why?
Because it's so unnecessary. I mean, outside of, you know.
Yeah.
But especially when you in your own house and
yes.
I don't like clothes or shoes, so I can't. And I'm flat. I think too, because most shoes are not made for flat foot. My feet are flat. I don't have a what is it called?
Arch.
A arch. Mm-hmm. So most shoes are uncomfortable for me. So I don't like tennis shoes. I like a slide. I like a Croc, something that I can put my foot in. So, but yeah,
I get. Listen, hey, you my sister in nature. I'm just telling you, sister in Christ, sister in nature, sister in brown girls can't.
That's like, right.
I can't. It is what it. And I had somebody ask me in a roundabout way why I felt like many of us didn't explore more, why we didn't go out in nature, or why we didn't feel like, especially because when you're talking about like our state parks, our national parks, public land, that is our land. Like, technically it is. Mm-hmm. And so my response was, well, that sounds great in theory, but you got to think about the history of these lands. Right. And many of us, our ancestors, did not have a positive experience with these lands that you speak of. And so the question then becomes, why would I want to go somewhere where there was so much trauma inflicted on folks who look like me?
Yeah.
Right? Like, why would I want to venture out into that? And that's something that I've had to, I wouldn't say wrestle with, but I've really given a lot of thought to it, because for me personally, I've always kind of had that mindset, well, that is for you. That's not for me. And I hear you. On paper, the state parks, the national parks, that's taxpayer money. I get, and I pay taxes. That's on paper. It doesn't mean that I always feel welcome, right? So, and there are some places, and I certainly don't say this publicly because, it kind of is what it is. But there are a lot of places where I will not lead hikes. And it's because I have gone out there and I have felt extremely uncomfortable. And it wasn't just one day or one experience. It was a number of experiences that happened over a period of time, different times throughout the year, different months of the year, because I want to test the waters. And each time I've felt uncomfortable. And I do not ignore those feelings of discomfort, because I want to go back home.
Okay.
Right? Like,
I'm always the goal.
Can we talk about, I am nobody's martyr. I don't need y'all saying at some memorial service she fought the good. No. Let me tell you something. I want to go back home. Okay. I can fight on paper. I'm not trying to fight out in the woods.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, I mean, I always listen to, and I believe that's the Holy Spirit. That's my personal belief, that something's not quite right. So, we talk about everybody belongs. Well, technically, yes, but that's not always what happens when we go out there.
Yeah.
So, my motto is, I don't take anybody anywhere that I haven't been before. The only exception was Mount Kilimanjaro. Yeah.
Talk to us about that. Like,
so let me tell you how this really came about. I was following someone on social media, and it's Soraka Tours. That's the tour company that led us up this really, really big mountain. And when they announced that they were doing an all-black women's hike or summit, I said, oh, I got to be a part of this. What? Are you kidding me? All black women? I'm like, I got this. I hike enough. I'm good. No, first of all.
did you try?
Well, see, let's talk about that. I mean,
Shawanna.
not really. No, I didn't. And I should have.
Yeah.
Because I think my body's still hurting because
oh, goodness.
I did. And I honestly, Summit in Kilimanjaro, what we had read and researched, what we heard from so many people who've done it before, folks who look like us and folks who don't, was that it was 80% mental.
Was that true?
Yes. I had the 80%. That was a no-brainer. Because once I set my mind to do something, I dare you to tell me I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I got the 80%. Now, that 20% physical, ooh, I just thought I hike regularly, so I should be fine. Baby, that altitude, it got to, I mean, the first day was adrenaline.
Yeah.
First day, it was all adrenaline. I mean, three of us arrived the day we were to begin our ascent. We were supposed to have arrived the day before, but we had a missed flight, a missed connection, and so we didn't arrive until the day of ascent. So we had flown for almost 24 hours.
Oh,
right?
I cannot stand planes,
Really?
airports.
Really? Well, I need you to get past that because
I mean, I'll fly. I don't mind it, but like airports, like getting from this gate to that,
okay,
that stresses me out. Like I'll be having my friend, he'll say, "What time you got to be at the airport? Or what time does your flight leave?" And I'll be like, "It leaves at 1, but I want to be at the airport at 9 a.m." He was like, "You are doing the most," but I really don't. I like to have time. Like if I got to use the bathroom, I don't want to be in a line. Oh, except Chattanooga Airport. Now
right.
That one
you can get that 30 minutes in advance and be just fine. But places like Atlanta Airport, Vegas one ain't that bad. California was kind of yeah.
Denver, their airport, I hate it, but it's just different. Chicago, didn't like it. It just be
Really?
different ones that I'm just like, I know I have to get there like hours and hours before to calm my.
Oh my gosh, I like to go and just shop.
But that means you get there in time. You don't be stressed out.
Mm-mm. Whatever is near my gate is where I shop. I'm not going all over the airport. I mean, what if is this near that gate? Then we're gonna look around and see what's happening.
I sit right there.
Oh.
I'll be on my phone. I don't want to miss nothing. Because
I
if they shut that door and I miss my flight, baby, I'm cussing somebody out. And I can't, I want to just be able to blame me.
am. Well, I mean, because and sometimes there are those last minute gate changes, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, never mind. Oh,
Okay, but anyway, so
good to know. We're not gonna travel together. Okay. So the three of us arrived that morning. It was hurry up, pick them up, get them to the hotel, shower, get your bags ready. We got to get in the van because we got to get started.
Mm-hmm.
Like we got to go because it is prohibited from summiting at night. You can't summit at night. Like that is prohibited. That's a national park rule over
so
there.
what's the time? Like just morning to sunset?
Dark when it's dark. Yeah, morning to sunset, dusk to dawn. Honestly, that's pretty much those are the rules. And so it was adrenaline. That is exactly what that was that first day. And so, and mind you, this is my first time tent camping. Child, I was like, oh, it's a real tent. And
bugs?
I gotta but I had to get in. I got
bugs.
So let's just talk about the bugs and the animals because people were like, y'all gonna see some mountain lions? I was like, I hope not. the higher the altitude or elevation, the less likely you are to see snakes and bugs.
I'm talking about at the bottom.
I don't recall bugs at the bottom.
Mm.
I really don't. I honestly, that was probably the most bug-free experience outdoors I think I've had. Because they can't live at those higher elevations. I think we saw maybe a few field mice, but even that was sporadic. We were like, so everything up here is dead but us. That's what we're saying? That's what
Right.
So why are we up here? Everything else dead but us, and we up here. Day 2 was when I was like, I don't know that this was a good idea. I'm starting to hurt a little bit. It's starting to.
What was the miles that y'all did daily?
Well, see, that's a great question. Because mileage, it was hard to measure mileage versus the amount of time it would take you to get to the next campsite, if that makes sense. Like it might be 5 or 6 miles. And I've hiked 5 or 6 miles before. And some of the, like even on those first 2 or 3 days, some of the terrain was very similar to stuff that I've experienced here. So it wasn't that far off. The only thing different was the elevation gain. And the elevation, the altitude, you could not move as fast as you would normally move, like here. Like if I go to Cloudland Canyon, which is in North Georgia, I can hike down to a waterfall, come back up, and be done in about an hour and a half. That's probably going to take me about 4 to 5 hours on Mount Kilimanjaro because of the altitude. It really does. You're not getting as much oxygen. Right? So and it forces your body to slow down. Like your body will tell you are moving too quickly. You gotta slow down, or you're not gonna make it. And you like lightheadedness, dizziness, those types of things. Now we were taking altitude medication to help with that. So you just
what does the altitude medication do?
I don't even know.
Oh, Shawanna.
I don't. They just told us to take it. They said, y'all need to go and take this.
What? I'm trying to think of what.
Like Diamox. That's what it was called.
Would it
Diamox.
help your oxygen supply?
No, I don't think it helped your oxygen supply. You had the oxygen that you had. Like I don't think it just gave you an extra boost of oxygen. They did have oxygen tanks. They had canisters of oxygen. So if we needed it, as an emergency. I don't know if the Diamox like lessened the symptoms that you could experience, like the dizziness, the lightheadedness, the headaches, the fatigue. I don't know that's what it does. Woo. I just said, people said take it, so I'm gonna take it. The people said get this shot, I'm gonna get this shot, and I hate shots. It got to a point where, because I was like, we have announced that we are going to summit this mountain. People are waiting to hear back from us. I am leading the charge. I've got to make it to the top. And I was tired. I was like, you call the chopper. I am done. Do you hear me?
Tell them to lift me out.
Lift me out, okay? I'm like, I feel like I need to go back. I may have left something. I can't go. Like, I can't go. And so but you just kept going. And you played mind games. Like I had to play mind games. And somebody told us that too before we left. They were like, hey, you're going to have to trick your brain into continuing to put one foot in front of the other. I would count my steps. I would pretend that I lost track and start over. Right. Like I would, and when I got done counting, I would recite scripture. When I ran out of scripture, because I've not memorized the whole Bible, I would run through my ABCs with every step. Like I literally played mind games because I'm like, we're almost there. I would set a target. I wouldn't think about the long-term goal. I would think about maybe what was 10 feet in front of me that I could see. I'm like, okay, that, right? And just, let me get there. And if I'm there, then I know I'm closer, right? And it's very similar to what we experience in life.
Yeah.
right? We set these big, lofty goals, and there's nothing wrong with setting the goals, but we focus so much on the goals, we don't pay attention to what's right in front of us. And we just need to say, if I can just get right there.
Yeah.
Right?
My God.
If I could just touch the hem of his garment.
Right there.
Do you hear me? Just the hem. I don't need to hug him. I don't need to. Baby, let me touch the hem. Okay?
Just a little piece.
Just a little piece. If we could focus on those milestones and just get to the milestone.
Yeah.
And the only reason you look back is just to say, ooh, I've come a long way. I'm so proud of myself. And every day I look back and I'm like, God, I thank you. Because that's the only way I made it.
The only way.
And Summit Night is very different because you actually start at night. You start in the dark. In order to get to, like, you gotta start at that time. That is permitted. So we had two groups. We had a fast group and we had a slow group. I was in the slow group. And you can judge me all you want to. I was in the slow group. Okay. And I made it.
Okay.
The slow group left at 1:00 in the morning. The fast group left at 4:00 in the morning. The fast group passed us. Do you hear me? They passed us.
Wait, the slow group left at 1.
The fast group left at 4.
3 hours later?
And they passed us on the way up and passed us on their way back down.
Wait, so you go up and then back down?
For summiting, yes.
Because what?
So
I would be like,
This was over 7 days. And so summit night is what, day 5 going into 6? Because remember, you got to get back down the mountain. You go up to the right.
Oh, I see.
So from a certain point, like, okay, from here, we go all the way to the top. And then once we get up there, take in your views, cheer, take your pictures, and you come back down to what they call base camp, which is where we took off from. And I kid you not. So there are 3 summit points that are, and it's considered an official summit. I made it to the first of 3. And when that man said, you get a certificate, I said, we can go back. we don't have to keep going. Because, baby, I don't think I can make it anyway.
Oh, my God.
I mean, I was like, my feet, I'm trying. They're not, it's,
yeah.
my legs aren't legging.
They own mine.
I was so happy to get back down to base camp. And then I almost cried when they told us what the next day was going to look like. Child, they said 11 miles down. I said, to who? Who's doing that?
You, if you want to get back.
I saw the helipad. Call the chopper. I can't. Apparently, I didn't read that part.
Yeah, so in totality, how many miles was it?
That's a great question. I don't even know. Maybe. No, I don't think it was that many. I don't know.
Because if 11 miles was just one day coming down, and it was 7 days.
7 days.
Oh, my goodness.
But it was so, and I'm going to tell you. So I think people kind of envision what they're going to do or how they're going to react when they summit, right? And they're like, I'm going to sing, I'm going to shout. I was like, I'm going to sing. I'm going to sing for every mountain. That's what I'm going to do. First of all, I couldn't breathe.
So singing
was out. Secondly, it was cold up there. It was freezing.
Wow.
And I said, yeah, it's time to go. We've taken pictures. We're good. Everybody's good. Everyone has their picture by the sign. We're good because it's too cold up here. We can't just be still. We got to go. I did not get emotional until we got down the mountain. And I think it was because, number one, I knew that I had unlocked levels of grit and determination I didn't even know existed.
Right.
I didn't know that I had that in me. And there was this sense of accomplishment, like just a personal accomplishment, a goal that I set out to do and accomplish. And it was hard. And we can do hard things. And I do have it in me if I just keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
That's what nature has taught me. You putting one foot in front of the other is going to get you closer to that beautiful thing that's on the other side.
Absolutely.
And baby, when you see what's on the other side, oh my, there is nothing.
Yeah.
There is, ooh, that the views that we had from atop that mountain, I'll never forget that. I hope I never forget that. Mm-hmm. It was worth every step, every labored breath. It was worth it.
And that's an experience that not everybody can say that they did. I love stuff like that.
And I love, you know what I really love telling this story to? I love telling this story to men.
Why? Because you don't think they believe you?
No.
Or to see their reaction?
Yeah. They're like, you did what? And I'm like, yeah, you want to see a picture? Like, it's me, for real. Because I think sometimes men underestimate the strength of a woman and what we are willing to do, what we can do.
I was going to say our capability. That's the whole premise of Brown Girls Can. Not only to show men, but to show really other women, other nationalities. Like, brown girls can fill in the blank. And I guarantee you there's a brown woman out there who is doing it successfully. So,
we are phenomenal. Do you hear me?
Absolutely.
And I don't say that to brag. I'm saying that, like, we are wired so differently. And I want to say it's a gift and a curse, but it's really not a curse. God gave it to us.
Yeah.
That's a gift. Yes, it gets tiring at times.
Ooh-wee.
But God, I thank you for it. Because we encounter things that most people will never encounter. And that's good. Like, hey, some days I wish I could be you. But right, like, but I'm grateful that I'm in the skin that I'm in, and I have the capacity and the wherewithal to really take full advantage and push through the hard.
Yeah.
Like, one of my she's really more of a mentor. She taught me how to paddle, and one of the things that she says in her business is you got to learn how to lean into the hard, because hard is going to come regardless,
no matter what.
It doesn't. Climbing Mount Kilimanjaro was an intentional hard. Sometimes you have the unintentional, the unexpected hard.
Yeah.
You still got to get through it. It's going to grow you. It's going to stretch you. And baby, once again, on the other side of hard is something beautiful. So let's just get to the beautiful. And you got to learn how to, like, okay, this won't last forever. It's hard for right now.
Yeah. And
we're going to get through it. We're going
Yeah. That is true.
Right? So you were looking at an official Mount Kilimanjaro summiter.
That's right.
Right. And there's so much more that I want to do. I will properly train for it. I want to be real clear. I'm going to train next time. I will not do that again. Do you hear me? But there's so much more that I want to see and I want to do and I want to experience and I want to share it. And I want people to, if nothing else, just embrace the power of nature, the healing properties of nature.
Yeah.
If you don't do anything else, just step outside. And I don't care who's looking at you. You shouldn't care who's looking at you. Just close your eyes, take some deep breaths in, release, and all that tension, all the angst, all the stuff that we carry, imagine yourself letting that go with each exhale. That's how I start my day. And I can tell when I don't do it. Like if I'm hurried and I'm running late or behind or something and I don't do it, it affects my entire day.
Wow. Why is it important for Black women to get outside?
because we probably need it more than anybody else. We were just talking about the weight and what we have to deal with in everyday life. A gift, right? That gift gets heavy sometimes.
Sure do.
Right? And we need to find and create space for ourselves, because we sometimes find ourselves being everything to everybody else, and we neglect ourselves. And when I say we, I mean we. I am a part of the we. I am coming out of a season in which I was doing and being, and none of it was for me. It was for everybody else. Jesus. I let myself go. I'm not okay with that. Mm-hmm. I'm not okay. I love Shawanna Kendrick. Let me tell you something. I love myself. Okay? I am my mother's daughter. I think I heard my mama say that a few years ago. I love myself. I love myself too. Right? So if I love myself, why am I putting myself last? That doesn't make sense. And I'm not willing to lose myself. That's where my mental fortitude comes in. Like, no, we ain't living like this. No, we shall not. We will fix it.
That's right.
Right? And I'm not saying nature is the end all be all tool for therapeutic practice. I am saying it is one tool that you have access to, that you can use regularly to help regulate your nervous system, to help with your mental clarity and capacity, and to help you overall. We need it. I promise you we need it. And I tell people, you do not have to come hiking with me, but go hiking with somebody. Yeah. Go for a walk in your neighborhood with somebody. If you can only make it to your local park, go with somebody.
Yeah.
And do it often. Please, we need you. I know too many people, even one of my family members, we've lost to suicide. And I just wonder, and in this lifetime, I'll never know the answer to this question. What was the breaking point? Right? Like, what was it? What was it that made this person give up?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. And did they ever experience nature the way that I've experienced nature in some of the lower moments of my life, where I just said, okay, I gotta get out of the house. Like you just said.
Yeah.
I can't breathe. The walls are closing in on me, or at least that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
I gotta get outside. Did anybody ever say it's okay for you to take care of you first? I wonder about that. I don't know.
That's powerful.
So I'm just saying, I need you. You need you.
Yes.
Right. Like, and all the caring and all the doing and all the loving and all the supporting. Make sure you're doing the same for yourself.
Yeah. Find some time for you. Yeah. I just posted earlier this week, like, find some time to schedule a good meal with good company. Find some time for alone time. Find some time to rest. I believe in naps. If I don't do nothing else, because I'm an entrepreneur and I set my schedule, baby, I'm going to schedule me in a 30-minute to close my eyes. Because, baby, I be like, oh, I'm just going. And when we, work all the time, I mean, even when you're working for yourself or working for, someone else, we're always in this mode. Like, I'm getting ready for Brown Girls Can, the festival. So I always have something to do, whether it's checking on, one of the event hosts, or, preparing sponsorship letters and getting everything like prepared. Also with my business, people still requesting marquee letters and website consultations, and it never stops. So I'm just always like, okay, I need to turn my brain, like, turn it off. Let me regroup. Let me reset. And I can always tell, like, when I haven't, like, done it. Like you said, you can tell when you haven't started your day the way that you know you need to start your day for it to be productive, for it to be, successful. But yeah, no, I'm gonna schedule me a nap. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna schedule me a nap and I'm gonna eat. I don't care how much money, what my money say, I'm gonna eat, and I'm probably gonna give me a combo. Like, it's that's just me. I'm going to take a nap and I'm going to eat. Like, and so when I'm traveling with people, I tell them, listen to me before we even get on the plane or get in the car or get in it. Listen to me. Okay, look right here. I take naps. So if you one of the people that itinerary every second of the trip, don't include me. Okay? Or just give me the itinerary and let me decide. Don't add me to the number. Okay? Because I'm gonna take me a nap. Okay? I'm going on vacation so I can rest. Like, I like the excursions, I like the things, but don't schedule me all my trip, because I'm gonna tell you politely, oh, y'all gonna have so much fun, and I'm gonna be in the room
napping.
So
I rest.
Yeah, so I get me my food to go from the resort or wherever we going. I listen to me. I listen to my body, and I was always taught, don't yuck somebody's yum. So if you are one of those people that you find joy in going, and you like to plan from sunrise to sunset, I'm happy for you. But for me, as for me in my house, okay,
we will take naps.
We will take naps because I believe in them. There's something about a reset. So yeah, that's one thing about me. I'm gonna take me a nap and I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat good. So you've got some things what's coming up for the H2O Life?
Okay. So I am venturing out into digital products.
Ooh.
I know, right? So
exciting.
I'm excited about what this can look like. I'm working on the outline. I'm working on, what I want to be included. I want to have as much reach as possible. And I also know that, and I knew this going in, so this is kind of me pivoting a bit. When I first started this, I was like, okay, so I can't do everything.
Ooh.
I can't lead every hike. I can't lead every paddling excursion. I can't.
But don't we want to do it?
We want, because nobody can do it like we can do it.
Nobody can do it like us, and it's our baby. We want to do it. We want to do every little thing.
And that has worn us out.
Mm-hmm.
And I did make a promise to myself and to one of my really good friends before I started this. I said, I will not let this business become too much, right? Like, not for me. Like, I need to make sure that it doesn't run my life. Like, and if that means I need to take a break because I'm at capacity, I'm gonna take a break because I'm at capacity. It's not that I don't want to pour into. It's not that I don't want to support and guide and do all those things. I just know that if I'm not well, or if I can't bring my best self, those who are coming alongside me,
right?
I'm not even giving you your money's worth.
Oh,
because I know what this looks like when I'm on. I know. I mean, because I am attentive. I'm looking for signs, whether it be in body language, facial expression, or tone. I know when we need to break. Mm-hmm. I'm good. I'm really good at that. I know, because I know us. I am us. Right. Like, so I took some months off. I took some time off, and I'm still. I'm doing a little bit here and there, but not to the extent I was doing it before, because it wore me out, and I crashed. I did. So we're working on some digital products. I am working on a book.
Yay!
Y'all, this book getting on my nerves. And it's getting on my nerves, and I know I shared this with Shateria. Like, it's just getting on my nerves because it's a lot, and it's bringing up old stuff, and it's bringing up stuff that I've not dealt with. And it is very real, and I won't say very raw. It's somewhat raw, but it's very real in terms of my journey and kind of where I am in life and how I've gotten to this point. And my goal is not, just to give somebody something to talk about. My goal with this book is to make sure that other women, other Black women in particular, know that whether you've said it or not, whether you've experienced it, whether you have gone to therapy for it or addressed it, you are not by yourself. You are not the only person who has gone down this road, who has experienced some of the same exact things that you are experiencing.
Yeah.
You are not crazy.
Woo. Because won't they try to tell us we are?
That's in your head.
You ain't felt that.
That is not in my head. Okay. And thank you to my therapist who was like, oh no, baby, that's real. Thank you.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, like we got to find ways to encourage one another, to support one another, and to make sure that we know we're not in this by ourselves.
Yeah.
We don't have to be besties. But no, you're not by yourself.
Yeah.
And there are some useful and helpful things you can do to help yourself get out of whatever hole you find yourself in. So, yeah, the book.
And she done asked for me to be her accountability partner, so I always check in and say, where's the book? How's it coming?
She does. And sometimes I'm like, Shateria, I don't want to talk to you today. I mean, I didn't ask you to ask me, but then again, I did. So kind of like ChatGPT. I hate ChatGPT a little bit.
We love ChatGPT over here. In fact, I have something for you.
Oh, God. Here we go.
So I asked Shawanna to do this thing where, and I talked about this on the first episode, where I asked ChatGPT for my schedule. So I printed Shawanna's day in the life of successful Shawanna so she can hang it in her office or hang it somewhere. And so I just want you to have that because I printed mine. I had two different ones that kind of, one was more spiritual for me, and then the other one was more like Brown Girls Can, like you're the mogul, you're the this, you're the that. And so I printed both of mine and framed them and put them in my office.
About to cry.
Oh, don't cry. Oh, don't do that.
Thank you, Shateria.
You're welcome. You need to see, I believe every woman should see themselves successful, and not to say ChatGPT is the end all be all, and it's not God, and it's not, this all knowing thing. But like I said in episode 1, if nothing else, it inspires the heck out of you.
Yeah.
And so to see and especially because ChatGPT, it gains all of the things that it tells you from like posts or prompts that you've previously put in it. So if all you're talking about is, hey, generate me something for Brown Girls Can, or generate me something for the H2O Life, or, it kind of remembers that and it keeps up with it. And so I'm sure she's put in, all of her H2O Life, different things. And I said, tell me what your schedule said. And she didn't know that I was printing it. But I was like, tell me what yours said. So I was like, let me put her logo on it and everything. And I just think that it's something that everybody should do, especially if you have like a dream or a big goal that seems so heavy. This week, I was in the shower, and this song by Jasmine Sullivan came on, and it's called Stand Up, and it's on the soundtrack of Teal. And baby, when I tell you, I boohoo cried in the shower, and I cried because that was the one time, well, I felt it before, but it was one of the times where I felt the heaviness of Brown Girls Can, but it wasn't heavy because of like my vision for it. It was heavy because other people are involved with it, or they're
Maybe the impact that it's gonna have on
yes,
so
and
many
I
lives.
felt it. It was like, oh my gosh, it was almost like a glimpse into like the festival and all these different events and people joining together and being like, oh yeah, we're here because of Brown Girls Can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or this event is part of the festival. So it's just kind of like, dang, if the vision wasn't put inside of me to bring all of us together, it would have been delayed in that moment or that season of impact for us. Because I can just imagine after the festival, and I talked about this in episode 1, y'all, it's not ever big for me. Like I'm not afraid of big. So like a festival, let's do it. Like it's hard work planning, but I'm a planner. I'm an event person. So that's, easy. It's like I can already foresee people coming up being like, hey, what's the next thing? When's the next one? What are we doing next year? So it's just kind of like that part is like, girl, pump your brakes. I don't know. We did good to get through this. So, and the whole festival, I'm asking Black women who own businesses to host an event and to say that it's part of the festival for 1 week. But I'm also planning my own. So I'm making sure everybody has what they need, but I'm also trying to get the finale event together. So it's just, early this week, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel the weight of this. And so things like seeing my schedule 5 years from now or in the future, it just helps to keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
So,
because I'm the one who gets freaked out at the big goal. Ooh. I'm like, you want me to, God, I know you don't. I know you lying.
I don't get, yeah.
You know how many times I said that to God? God, know you lying. I know you do not want me to do that. That is not what you want me to do. Mm-mm. But I also know it's bigger than me. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than us.
Yeah.
Right. And so I'm still learning to just kind of say, okay, God. Right.
Yeah.
And do it scared and not knowing all the details because I want to know all the details. I'm like, well, how we getting there?
No.
How tell me how somebody tell me how we gonna get from A to B.
The how is never our business.
And the how is not. And when I tell you that irks me, and I know God, you created me. I know you know how much that irks me. But it also forces me to rely and to continue to seek and to ask and to do blindly. That with that faith, it's a faith walk.
Yeah,
it is. I think that's the only difference between this and the trail system. You can see the trail, like it's right there. It's mapped out for you, and some of this is actually in the book. You may not fully be aware of the terrain, like you may not fully be aware of those steep inclines that you encounter, or those parts of the trail where there are just bunches of tree roots that are on the path, and you gotta make sure you're lifting your feet up. You can only see so far. So you go as far as you can see, and then you go a little farther and a little bit, right? You just keep going.
Yeah.
Because you want to see that waterfall. You want to see all these people posting about this waterfall or this body of water or this overlook or this view, and you want to see it for yourself.
That's all.
And you go, and it takes your breath away. Because it what you see in person is not, it doesn't compare.
It does not.
To any picture that's ever been painted, taken. There is no comparison. There just isn't. So it's worth it in the end. We just gotta trust it.
Yeah.
And God has laid out a path, whether you can see the whole path or not.
Man.
So just follow the path. Stay on the path. Stay on the path. Talking to myself, y'all. Stay on the path.
That's so funny. Yeah. But yes, and I always tell people that there's a reason why, like, a certain thing was given to you. You know what I'm saying? Like every time I do a podcast and I look at like the shirts and the books and the merch and stuff that I'm working on or I've been able to create, it's just like there is somebody out there who was like, I need a brand that I can support. I need that community. And so every time before any guests come in here, I always pray and I'm always like, you know, God, let this be a safe space. Let this be a place where women can come and they can talk and they can release or, you know, just relax. Because a lot of times we're always on the go, like I said, and we don't have time to like woosah or exhale. So that's why it's so important that you do get outside, that you do have those moments that you can exhale. So, yeah, I just, if there is a vision or a brand or a business that's been given to you and that thing that won't let you go to sleep and that thing that wakes you up, that's your thing, you know, and you will go through seasons. My thing was Simply Props that kept me up, like event rentals, but I also have honored the shift. Like you'll feel it. Like I'm like, and everything started to irritate me. I started like, Jesus, it would get on my nerves when people would like book. And I was just like, what is this? What am I feeling? Mm-hmm. And God told me, like, you're being disobedient. You are being disobedient. And until you like answer the call, because I am calling, that's why you don't feel comfortable anymore. I gave you Simply Props to introduce you to a new level of life, a new level of living. And so now I'm calling your attention here because there are women, teens and girls that need you over here. Mm-hmm. And so just honoring the shift. So if you are going through something like that where you're like, but I've put blood, sweat, and tears into this one thing and this is my identity, this is all that I know, but I don't feel it the same anymore. It's okay to shift. It's okay to honor whatever that feeling is because I can guarantee you it won't lessen because the call is the call. And, you know, ooh, yeah, the call is the call. And it will keep calling until you answer.
We'll interrupt those day naps that we talked about earlier, right? Like, let me get why can I not take this nap?
No.
I mean, you talk about unrest.
Yeah.
And why do we fight that?
I don't know.
I still don't know why I fight it. But then it'll hit me. I'm like, wait a minute. Who am I to be fighting with God? Mm-mm. I will never win that battle. Nope. This is dumb. Let me just get my mind right and say, okay, God, I don't see it. I don't get it. I don't really know, but I'm just going to keep putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah. That's all you can do.
Yep.
That's all you can do. What your schedule say?
Woo.
You ain't got to go deep into it.
Well, I cried a little bit because, and this got me when it first came out, right? And it's the 5:30 a.m. Most people don't know this unless I've shared it with them, but I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning, and I do that on purpose. I do that because in most cases, the rest of the world is asleep.
Yeah, I know I be. At 4 o'clock?
Right? Like and it's like clockwork. It's just, that's my time to sit and be still. Just to be still, not to pick up my phone, which I have made the mistake of doing that before. But just to be still and to be in his presence. No rush. Mm-hmm. I'm not hurried. I'm not like, it's just give me that time. And so when it spit out 5:30 a.m. sacred stillness, and I'll read it. Shawanna wakes up before the sun and her light filled home, nestled near the edge of a mountain range, overlooking a quiet body of water, which is what I desire. No phone, no noise, just scripture, silence, and prayer. Her daily alignment with God before the rest of the world even stirs. I do that now. So I'm just like to see that. Like that
alignment.
It messed me up. It did. Now I ain't got the house nestled near the edge of a mountain overlooking the quiet body of water, but God, I hear you. If you talking so through Chat GPT, I hear you, God. Hey, I don't mind it. But this whole schedule is intentional, and I think I try to be intentional about my day.
Yeah.
I try, everything has to have some meaning or purpose. And every night, most nights, I don't do it every night, but I look at my calendar for the next day, and I've gotten to a point where I will say I'm getting better at turning things down and saying no if it doesn't align with where I am in life, what I'm doing. Nobody really explains how when you have a brand, when you are an entrepreneur, when you do begin to get a certain level of notoriety, people will just pick your brain and want to meet with you for the sake of meeting. And I'm like, what's the agenda? What are we talking about? Why are we talking? And you want me to leave my home and meet you? Baby, what you want? You can put that in an email, and I'll tell you if I'm available or not.
Oh my goodness!
Right? Like I'm sure you've experienced that. Like, tell me what specifically you'd like to discuss, and I'll let you know whether that's something I care to discuss or if I have the capacity to discuss.
Yeah, because we don't have the capacity all the time.
We really don't. And honestly, that I live by that. Almost every day, I just look at my calendar and I'm like, why did I even accept this invitation? This could be a 10-minute phone call.
Yeah.
I'm intentional. And so I love that this was so intentional about what I do and how I maneuver impact work. Right? Like, just
read what's in the teal box at the top.
Okay. It says, success is indeed a necessary look at the compilation of good, bad, and life-changing decisions, subtle wins, small losses, and lessons learned. Ooh, I told you that, didn't I?
She told me that. I asked her what is success to Shawanna, and so I made sure I put it on there.
I said that. Y'all, that is good. If I do say so myself.
That's so funny.
Because it is. We're not going to win every time. We're not going to get it right every time.
No.
But you learn from what you don't.
Exactly.
Right? You learn from it and you grow from it and you move on.
Yeah.
And all of that combined, it is success. Because you kept putting one foot in front of the other.
Yeah. That's what it's about.
Brown girls can. I love it. Thank you,
Shateria. You're welcome. Last thing, finish the statement. I am proof that brown girls can
do anything they put their mind, heart, body, and soul into doing. Anything.
There you have it. So there is proof that you can do anything you put your mind to. All right. Well, this has been another great episode of Brown Girls Can, the podcast. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye. Thanks for vibing with us on Brown Girls Can, the podcast. If you felt this episode, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment, and share it with your girl gang. You can catch us on social media on Instagram at Brown Girls Can, the podcast, and on Facebook at Brown Girls Can. And remember, you are already everything you are becoming. So until next time, keep showing up, glowing up, and choosing you. Always remember that you can do anything.